nervous and I might cry.
I already am.
So, thank you for that kind introduction. My name is Janie Baird Sanchez. I graduated in '87 from West Texas State University.
That's right.
Go Bucks.
Long time ago. I'm tremendously honored to have this opportunity to honor Dr. Krause, who is my first oboe teacher, my mentor, and now my friend. My roots run deep here at WT. In fact, my first time on this campus, I was still in my mother's womb. My dad had just accepted the new low brass position here in 1965. Before I give you some background, I will share a little amusing story since it's about the great state of Texas. Like they say, I am American by birth and by the grace of God, a Texan. I always knew I wanted to attend WTSU for college, and I was very excited to go here. But the summer between high school and college, with Dr. Krause's help, I was privileged to go to Interlochen after my senior year at Canyon High School. My experience at Interlochen was life-changing and eye-opening. I had never traveled outside my little world, and there I was, far, far away in the foreign land of Michigan. The land where my expressions of y'all and fix it were high entertainment for many of the East Coast elites. I had no idea everybody didn't talk like that. The friends that I made in the symphony were all graduates as well and headed off to college in the fall. They were sharing their plans to attend Juilliard, Oberlin, Northwestern, other conservatories. And they asked me, "Where are you going?" And I said very proudly, "I'm going to West Texas State University." Their response was, "Texas? What's in Texas?" They pictured covered wagons and thought for sure I rode a horse to school. No joke. They lovingly teased me about it and said, "Well, what's their mascot? A buffalo?" Oh, yes, it is a buffalo. Okay, we are here today because we love Dr. Krause. I'm sure most of you are sitting there thinking that you are his favorite. And you know what? You're right. Because I think whoever his favorite is, whoever's in front of him, and whoever he's teaching. He makes us all feel so special. And you're one of those unique teachers that loves the person that you're teaching. You care about them. I have an extra special bond because of our history. I started studying with Dr. Krause when I was only in the 7th grade. Because he and my father were friends, because my dad taught here, he decided, okay, I'll maybe with a little bribe, take a 7th grade oboe student. So I started taking lessons from him and even rode my bike to his house for lessons, especially in the summer. And then once the school year started, my mom would drop me off here at the new Northern Hall, brand new Northern Hall. My mom would pick me up, and I recall several times when I would cry all the way home. And with great concern, she would ask me, "What happened in your lesson? Why are you so upset?" I said, "Well, I want to sound just like Dr. Krause." She assured me that one day, with a lot of work and a lot of practice, that I could achieve that. His brilliant teaching had the perfect balance of expertise, positive reinforcement, and fear. Seriously, he truly pushed me a lot, and I never wanted to disappoint him. And the reed making, oh boy, that was torture. Still is. I struggled a lot with that, and even had a few reeds that Dr. Krause accidentally smashed into the wall. Okay, he's nodding his head. I'm remembering that. You know, those acoustic panels in the offices and the practice rooms, that straw
Many reeds were crushed there.
pressed together and
Many
painted.
single reeds were crushed
A
there.
couple of reeds right into
They're
it.
still there, those things.
But it left a definite impression on me. Never take a crappy reed that you've made to a lesson. After taking lessons that first year, Mr. Krause, at that time, left for a year to work on his doctorate. So for that year, I took lessons from one of his college students. The year that he was away, a tragedy happened in my family. My dad suddenly died of a heart attack at the age of only 47. It was devastating not only to my family, but to the whole fine arts department. I share this with you because when he returned, he really did become a second father to me. And because of my early ties with WT through my parents, I actually had two wellness fathers. I also have Dr. Garner and Dr. Haynes and Dr. Nelson, and everybody just surrounded me with love. Okay, I do have a little confession to make to you, something you don't know about. I'm not sure what grade I was in, probably 9th grade. We were in a lesson, and I was wearing my favorite shoes, little cute blue canvas shoes. And they were kind of old, and they were faded, and I decided it'd be a great idea to color them in with a blue magic marker. Really, really good. And they looked great. I was really excited about my craftiness. So we're sitting in a lesson, and Dr. Krause is very concerned and consumed with something he's smelling. He goes, "Do you smell that? Do you smell that?" And I'm just sitting there. I make my very innocent, like the kid from A Christmas Story. And I'm like, "No." I don't know what you're talking about. And it continued the entire lesson, and I continued to lie to you. I'm sorry. Never admitted that's what it was. I received a stellar education here. It was tough at times, and you remember those days when we were young and we thought life was really difficult. All the extra nights of late night studying, being exhausted, emotionally drained, boyfriend drama. You became my therapist. And that boyfriend now is my husband, and we just celebrated our 36 years of marriage. And you probably knew he was the one for me before I did. You even packed up little Alan in your car and drove 8 hours to Alamogordo, New Mexico to attend our wedding, because you knew it was important to be there, because my dad could not.
We went to White Sands.
You inspired me and gave me all the tools I needed to have a fruitful career as a professional symphony oboist. You taught me how to sing through my oboe. I have also had a long career of teaching oboe at all levels, and every time I teach a lesson, I hear your voice speaking through me. All your jewels of wisdom are firmly in my wheelhouse of teaching. Several of my students have gone on to study with you, and so it's like sending you my kids, and you're their grand teacher. I can't thank you enough. You're my mentor, my dad, and my friend. I know you don't want all this attention, and you don't think you deserve any praise at all. But grin and bear it, because we need to express that to you. You'll never know this side of heaven how profoundly you've enriched all of our lives, and we love you. Please.